Is play D&D because hello everyone, we're all gathered together for for a new episode of the Skyheart. Can I get a woo
Right.
from the players?
Woo! From the players.
That thank you. Scott is the only one who knows how to follow instructions.
I understood the assignment.
He understood the assignment. But yes, hello friends.
To be honest, if we all
You kind of died there, buddy.
players,
Yeah.
you would have gotten upset with us for not just saying woo.
I would not. I would not. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. Shut up. But yeah, hi, hello, friends. This is episode 8 of season 2 of the Skyheart, and I am here joined by my lovely friends, people I adore, and I've been playing for a while now, and it's always fun. We have Raining Blades, the not driving version, playing Cathis today.
Hi, everyone.
We have Ocean X, the Life 2D version, playing Nim.
Oh my god, hi.
We have Sev playing the grocery shop having version, playing Chelsea.
Hi. Still frazzled.
Aw, love you, Sev.
Frazzled from the groceries.
And finally, you have Scott, the very good boy who understands the assignment version, playing Verdite.
Scott Free Kobolds in a trench coat Zilla.
Listen, you are literally 3 kobolds.
I can be 3 kobolds. I can be 3 things. It's fine.
You are 3 kobolds, and it's amazing. And we all know that Verdite is the one at the bottom, just meditating while the other ones are trying to do something.
True.
But yes, so in the previous episode of the
No, because if Verdi was at the bottom, that means he'd have to walk. He's clearly in the middle.
True, he's a torso.
Middle one doesn't have to do anything.
Right.
I mean, he's a robot, so he'd probably be really heavy. So he'd probably be the legs.
That makes sense.
Not that I've literally drawn this in the past or anything, but not that I haven't thought about this extensively.
I require fan art of this to be presented to me by the end of the session. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
But yes, in the previous episode of the Skyheart, into the storm they went. There is a thing in this world called an air storm, a gigantic, colossal, magical storm created by air stones, these crystals that power the sky islands of Amara, and the party had to cross one. They had a safe-ish path that they could take, and by safe-ish it means they didn't have to do rolls every hour to see if they were destroyed. But the new first mate of the Windcaller, Cathis, he called the shots, and he made sure everyone survived. Technically, he was the only one who nearly didn't survive. After 4 days of travel, the Windcaller nearly reached the end of the storm. Near the final leg of the journey, Cathis got lost in the storm, but luckily he now has wings because he's Dragonborn, and Dragonborns get wings, and that's bullshit, but sure, let's go with that. I'm not bitter, shut up. But he managed to survive being just dunked into the middle of the storm. But he was hit by magical, powerful lightning that just coursed through his body, leaving deep, lightning-shaped scars throughout his face. He was knocked out, but he managed to return to the ship. And before the ship left the storm, an island was spotted amidst the clouds. An island that should not be there, for there are no records of sky islands surviving the maelstrom that is an air storm for too long, but this one is there, which intrigued the captain, and the captain decided, you know what, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out, and you're all gonna come with me because I am selfish, and this is what we're gonna do. And she immediately changed course, and you all went to the island.
Thanks, Captain.
You're welcome, honey. But
Kethis is just too busy being unconscious to object.
Would it? Do you actually think it would have worked?
And he's got clout now. He's first mate.
He is first mate. Yes.
No, I mean, I'm assuming Kethis is unconscious until we actually make it to the island.
So here's what happens. Kethis. The last thing you remember was trying to fight through the magical storm, trying to make it back to your ship, and suddenly crashing into it. Then you wake up. You're resting on one of the hammocks. Your hammock. You see next to you someone currently drinking from a flask. Your flask. Durgan is there.
What happened?
You see Durgan, he looks at you, like puts the stopper on the flask and immediately just chucks it to the side. Hey, brother. How you doing? You okay? You alive?
Durgan,
Yes.
you just drink my flask?
So I'm gonna get Verdite to check on you. Okay. All right. And he starts to stand up and leave the room.
Could get this, check his flask.
Yeah, get this. You're relatively okay. You get up. You're a bit wobbly. You check the flask. It's about halfway empty by now.
Kethis just sighs and chugs the rest in one go.
Okay. All right. Verdite, you're called by Durgan and brought to the room, to Kethis' room, and you see Kethis is just standing up and drinking.
Well, at least you're still on your feet. How are you feeling?
I'm alive, I think. There's still alcohol in this, so clearly I'm not in hell.
Nope, unfortunately, you are still aboard the Skyheart.
The
The
wind collar.
sorry.
The wind collar.
The wind collar. The wind collar.
Did we find the
But it's
Skyheart
not full,
already?
so I'm clearly not in heaven, so
Yeah,
pretty good, all things considered, I think.
Yeah.
Right. So, I got bad news for you, Kethis. Captain said that after Verdite's cleared you, she wants a word.
And why is that bad news?
Well,
I don't doubt it, but I just need to be prepped.
I think once you get to the deck, you're gonna see what the bad news is.
All right, Verdite. How do I look?
Verdite, give me a medicine.
Good.
Yeah. Come here. Let me look. Let me check you over.
Adjusts glasses.
Ooh,
Damn, son. All right.
that's pretty good.
You're doctoring. Look at you.
I'm doctoring all over the place.
We're so proud of you, buddy.
I'm doing it.
So, he looks stable. He looks good. He actually looks. He looks better than he actually should have, considering he got struck by the magical forces of the air storm without any protection or wards. But there's one thing that stands out. It's the fact that he has these markings all over his body from where he got struck by the lightning. Those aren't getting disappearing anytime soon.
Okay.
They should be fit for, active duty, so to speak. Are you guys in detect magic? Is that what you're doing?
I was looking at it, yeah. Oh, wow, I clicked it. I was just looking at it. I wasn't going to press it, honest.
Hey, if you can if you want, because it's a ritual for you.
Yeah, I would like to. I'd like to cast Detect Magic on Kethis just to see
Okay.
if I can get any kind of bearing on if he's okay or not.
All right. So you begin the ritual for casting detect magic. It takes 10 minutes, but I mean, Captain can wait, right? You're doing your final checkup.
Hey, she needed me to check and make sure he's okay. I'm making sure that he is okay.
All right, and you're actually starting to feel some magical energies from Cathis, which is actually very uncommon because Cathis doesn't have magical abilities. By the way, you also detect the school. You're getting a mix of pretty much every school. It's just chaos.
Well, in my professional medical opinion, I have literally never seen anything like this before. You should be fine. Let me know if you feel weird. Let me know if you suddenly find yourself able to throw fireballs, that kind of thing. If you turn to stone or ice, let me know.
Berto, what the hell? I just woke up. What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, so I just used a spell to see if there was anything, I don't know, unusual about you having survived falling into a storm of pure magic, and I'm kind of getting everything. I've never seen anything like this before. I'm impressed you stood up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of impressed that you're still standing. I'm impressed that you're cognizant. I'm impressed you can still. Well, I'm not that impressed you can still drink. That's you're very good at that. But yeah, you should be fit for duty. But you come to me if you feel anything unusual. Yeah, and I'll try and help as best I can.
Sounds good. Thanks, bud.
Looks right as rain to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you repeat that?
Durgan just says, "He looks right as rain to me. I don't know what you're talking about." And he just smacks you in the back.
Does it hurt?
Yep.
Kethis just kind of like bites in a groan, just like a. Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Hey,
All right.
Oh, is
go
that
see the
for you,
captain.
brother? Oh, hero point. It's the
Whoa,
hero
hero
point from
point.
Spyro.
Whoa, thank you, Spyro.
Miss you, buddy.
Yeah, Verdite's just going to kind of look up to Kethis and just say, I really mean it. If you feel anything weird, you let me know, okay? I owe you one. You saved my life back there. I can't grow wings. I would have been done if you had fallen out of there. I don't even have my token. It kind of glances to Durgan. Don't let the captain know I don't have my token right now.
Don't let the captain know I don't have my token either. And he gives you a
Okay,
wink.
we're in an agreement then, okay?
Hey.
And he just turns back to Gethys and just says, seriously, you saved my life back there. I owe you big time. If this, and he kind of gestures to Kethis, like his entire body, if this starts being a problem, I will help you. We'll solve this together. I'll make sure that it doesn't become a problem.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Let's go hear, or I guess see this bad news.
All right.
Yeah, if there's a tavern on this island, the first round's on me. And second, probably.
Berta, you've seen the island. You know there's no tavern on this island.
I know, but I have to... He's just woke up, man. Let him have a little bit of hope.
Right.
Unrelated, sorry that I've been quiet.
Yeah?
A bunch of my things just crashed, so...
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You all right?
Sorry,
Do you need a restart or something, or?
Well, I'm streaming, so I can't restart my computer, which would fix it.
Oh, the drawing thing crashed again.
Yeah, my drawing tablet crashed, so it's
Aw.
broken. The driver foot's broken. I think my mouse driver's crashed as well. It's still working as a mouse, but I think the settings on it disappeared because it's on some really weird sensitivity right now.
Is there something that didn't crash?
Well, the rest of like everything else is fine. It's just those two things, I think.
All
I just don't
right.
know why those two things crashed.
Well, you can just restart the stream, right? Like end stream, restart computer, and then restart the stream, maybe.
I mean, we're in the middle of D&D though, so
Don't worry about us. If do what's best for you. You can just pop in whenever you can.
I think it's better if I don't. I'll just doing this stuff.
All right.
Sorry, I just needed to add my. Sorry.
Perfectly fine. You are completely perfectly fine. Don't even worry about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, as you reach the deck of the ship, Cathis, you look outside and you see this ancient-looking building that seems to be just static amidst the storm, completely unaffected by the magical energies that surround it.
Okay. So Kethis realizes that we're inside the storm still, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
He just lets out a big sigh and like kind of just puts his hands on his fingers like on the other side of his temple.
All right, time to
And he's
roll on the
like-
table again.
He's just thinking. He's like, I understand Balric so much better now.
There's a reason why he wanted to retire. Yeah.
Had nothing to do with age.
Yeah. Darian just goes, yeah, the captain saw the island, and the captain decided that she wanted that the island
Yeah,
needed to be
yeah.
explored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, good luck, buddy. And he just pats you on the back and leaves. On the deck, you do see Nim and Chelsea that were also called into the present, along with now Verdite and yourself. And the captain is actually next to one of the air crystals, and she seems to be fixing one of the wards that protect the ship. And she seems to be in a foul, horrible mood.
Hey, Captain. I'm back on my feet.
About damn time, Cathis. Sorry, how are you feeling?
Could be worse. Got zapped with a bunch of magic. Still alive.
Are you?
That's probably a good thing.
Are you like magic now?
Maybe. Jury's still out on that.
Damn it, maybe he's not good enough. And you just see off in the distance Esme, the navigator. She just gives the captain a glare, and she's like, "I know. Shut up. Shut up." Right. In case you haven't noticed, there's an island. There's not supposed to be an island. There's an island, and she just points to the island. I want to explore the island. I want to go in there. I want to explore that thing. But I'm not allowed to. She's like trying to contain herself. Esme's not letting me because someone has to fix the magical wards and power them, and I'm the strongest spellcaster on the ship. So, you're gonna have to do all the exploring for me. Yay! She just turns around and does a little bit more of the drawing of the wards just to distract herself. She is clearly not pleased with this decision.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I think Esme's right in this. I mean, we can't leave this island without yeah, we need those wards up. I mean, that was pretty rough.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, you're gonna take Nim and Chelsea because you need Nim to be your frickin' bodyguard, and you need Chelsea because she's way better at magic than whatever you are now. And Verdite needs to keep an eye on you. So all four of you are gonna go in there, and you're gonna explore, and you're gonna find out what's inside, and you're gonna I want a full report on everything in there when you get out.
Captain.
But
Yeah.
if you're not feeling okay, maybe I could go. And she like looks to the side at Esme and she just glares at her. Or maybe not. Maybe I can just stay here and rot and not have an adventure.
Here, I'll tell you what, Captain. If I end up not feeling that great, I'll come back and tag out with you. Who knows? I'm magic now. Maybe I can do stuff with the wards.
Yeah, sure. Also, Spyro just gave you another hero point.
Spyro!
I do have to say, as somebody who has been magic for a while, just keeping those wards maintained while we were going through the storm was pretty hard for me.
Yeah.
Probably can't just do them if you have just become magic, Kethis.
I'm just trying to cheer her up.
Oh wait, that's a villain point. All right, cool. Thank you, Spyro. Spyro has betrayed you, everyone. But yes, she goes. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you. All right, off you go now. Just have fun, I guess. For me, she just like curls up while drawing like an angry child.
All right. Well, usual gang. Let's head out and let's. Seems like we do a lot of exploring of ruins. Well, I'm sure that this means it'll be good, and we won't run into giant killer excavator robots or shape-changing fae again. Maybe it'll just be butterflies and ponies. Gethys looks at his empty flask now and just tucks it away and starts to head off to disembark.
Kethis, maybe we'll find magic boots.
Thanks, Chelsea. I appreciate it. Let's go.
All right. So, y'all get her up. Anything you wish to do before you leave the ship?
Nope. Not from me.
Well, just to make sure, I was able to steal a little sleep in while Kethis was unconscious, right?
It's been 8 hours, so you've had a long rest.
So I was going at pretty hard. I didn't get exhausted, but I was still awake for a while.
Yeah, no, you got some sleep.
I'm good.
Because the captain's been handling the wards since. Because here's the thing, you're no longer in the safe tunnel, so you're in the middle of the storm. That's why she's the one keeping the wards up.
All right.
All right. So, you jump. Shut up, RB.
I mean, it would be thematically appropriate.
It would
no.
be. It would be. If you want, we can work on something. But anyway, so you jump from the ship using a rope. You climb over to the island, all four of you, and you see your friends just looking over the from the ship towards you. And Durgan's like waving and laughing at you, Kethis. The other ones are keeping watch, but you start making your way into the temple that you see before you. As you step through the crumbling archway and into the heart of this ancient temple, a heavy silence settles around you. Thick and reverent, as if the air itself remembers what this place once was. The chamber before you is vast, its ceiling arching high overhead into shadow. with thin shafts of stormlight piercing through fractured skylights. Golden beams golden beams filter down like divine fingers, catching on the faint shimmer of dust hanging in the still air. The floor beneath you is smooth and polished, worn by centuries or even maybe millennia, but not broken, preserved somehow. Around you, you see arched doorways that lead into side chambers. A few reveal rows of stone sleeping benches and faded carvings on the walls. Small symbols of wind and cloud above where heads would rest. These must have been bedrooms, at least that's the first thing that hits you. Other chambers hold long stone tables and upturned stools with cold, empty fire basins, suggesting that they were maybe once dining halls. Yet nothing here has rotted. You see no bones, no cobwebs, no scavengers, no signs of life, actually, and no signs that there has been life here for long enough that only the stone remained. Your eyes are drawn to the far end of the chamber, where a pair of massive doors, stand tall, easily 3 times your height, forged of silvery metal veined with streaks of glowing lapis. They glimmer faintly in the glow. The air near them is subtly charged, as though the whole area is holding its breath. Carved into the stone surrounding them are towering murals. You see no words, only images. Getting closer, you see robed figures, tall and serene, their arms raised towards the sky. Lightning dances at their fingertips. In one mural, they guide jet streams like river currents. In another, they kneel before a brilliant floating crystal, the often used representation of the Skyheart, suspended in mid-air with tendrils of light extending like veins across the open sky. In the final panel, they dissolve into mist and wind, becoming part of the storm itself. This seems to be a place of worship, of power, and perhaps transformation. And ahead, the great doors wait, sealed, but maybe not forever. And another hero point from Spyro. He's just using all his channel points. Oh my god.
Damn, thank you, Spyro.
Spyro.
Yeah. So. What do you wish to do? What are you doing? If you need me to explain some details again, I can do that as well.
Be good. So what are we standing right in front of again?
Giant door.
Yeah, and there doesn't seem to be. Is there just like any just doors or like lock holes or anything or sigils like
Well, there's only a set of the only doors that you see are these large silvery doors.
Right.
Um, you do see several different rooms around this large, very tall ceiling chamber, but all of these rooms seem to be like bedrooms, dining halls, more of a place for the inhabitants of this temple to live and spend
Right.
their day to day. You, you don't know what lies behind those closed silver doors.
We want to check to see if this is magical at all, or
I can sit down and have a check. It could take a couple minutes, but I can detect magic and see if I can work out what's happening.
Well, I think the only time crunch is the captain passing out, the wards dropping, and the ship getting destroyed. So we probably got a few minutes.
I
Okay,
think the only real time crunch is the captain getting really, really bored.
Yeah, we should hurry.
Which, yeah.
We should hurry. Okay, I'd like to cast detect magic as a ritual spell.
All right, so you sit down, you cross your legs, you take out your candles, and you start detecting the magics. So it does last for 10 minutes, so you can actually, after you activate it, you can like do a loop around the room, trying to see if you detect anything.
Yep.
Nothing from the rooms, the individual rooms, or the dining hall, or anywhere else. But then you reach the silvery doors, and you see there's very faint magic behind them. You feel some mixture of abjuration and transmutation magic.
Okay, so there's something beyond the doors. I guess we could probably figure that out. Can I do like a sweep of the room with the time I've got left to see if I can detect anything else?
No, you. Um, that's what I said. In those 10 minutes, you don't detect anything else.
Okay, cool. Okay, I think we should be ready. We should try the door, but be ready when we do, because there may be something beyond it. I'm picking up something. I'm not really sure what, but there's something behind the door. It isn't necessarily bad. Not immediately. It might be okay. We just need to be careful. We need to be cautious. I mean, we're always cautious, but you know. I vote we
Well, we can
try.
cautiously investigate it.
Agreed.
You definitely can. So, who's opening the doors?
I
Not
don't mind
it.
opening the doors.
Okay, Nim. You push open the doors. You have high enough strength that you don't even need to roll, but you show how strong you are because these are really heavy silver doors. You push them open, and immediately wind hits you, almost like a hammer to the chest. Just makes you, the anime moment where your feet drag back and you have your arms crossed. Kind of feels like that for a moment, but then you remember you're not breathing because that hit you like a truck. You regain your breath, and then you see before you a room with 4 tall pillars and 4 tubes coming out of each wall. In the center of this room, there appears to be a stone device with openings that seem to be closed facing each of the pillars. But more importantly, you see wind taking this whitish ethereal form coming out of the tubes, heading straight into each of the pillars. I'm going to put you on the map so you can have a better look at what you're seeing. Behold.
Behold!
Behold, maps.
So this is
Yes.
the wind being coming out of these tunnels. Sorry, these tubes in the walls. And you see that they come from the tubes, hit these pillars, and don't seem to go anywhere. Seem to be contained within these pillars. And you see this device in the middle. You also see that each pillar has, in the space facing this device over here, these spaces, each of them contains 5 different symbols that can be, you look at them and you can tell they can be rotated into place.
Damn puzzles.
Pipe Mania, let's go. I love Pipe Mania.
Finally, you see what are clearly words below each of these dioceses containing the images. However, these words, I don't think any of you speaks them. Let's see, Elvish and Sylvan.
Oh,
Draconic
I speak
and-
Elvish.
No. I'm checking all your languages.
Oh, right. Got you.
Primordial. Do we have to go get the captain and say, sorry, Esme, you got need the captain to translate?
I mean, I can fix that real quick.
Yeah, but I can.
Bird, I've got
another
the
2
answers
minutes.
for everything.
I have a thing for that.
Yes, we learned that last time.
I love that Bird
Alright, Verdite.
literally can say I have a thing for that most cases.
Yeah.
Because he has so many spells. For a warlock, it's ridiculous.
Alright, Verdite.
Meanwhile, I just bring the boom.
Bring the boom. Drop the hammer.
Alright, Verdite, get with the reading.
Right, I will cast Comprehend Languages on myself.
All right. After another candlelit ritual, meditating, Verdite, move to whichever pillar you wish to use. These are the northern pillar, the western pillar, the eastern pillar, and the southern pillar.
Excuse me. I will check the southern pillar first, since it's closest.
All right. So, southern pillar. You put your fingers to the inscriptions because that's how you read. You have to run your fingers through writing. And the following riddle actually... Oh, nope, that's the northern pillar. God damn it. Oh, first of all, what you see in this pillar, you see a drum, you see a heart, you see the earth shaking, you see a root, a tree root, and you see a representation of an echo.
Okay.
And you read the following riddle.
Oh.
It's in chat.
Can we get a okay.
It says, I beat, though I am not struck. I stir, though I do not move. In silence I thunder, in stillness I sing. I think I know this one.
Can we get a list of the different symbols again? Also, that we read.
There's a drum, a heart, an earth shaking, a tree root, and an echo. I think I know this one. I think I know.
Yep, there we go.
Is there a button for these, or like a switch above the corresponding?
You look at them and you can tell that if you press one of the symbols, and you can actually move the dais around until it moves to the bottom, where you see a little indentation that represents like selecting this one.
Okay. I'm going to do that on the heart.
You do that on the heart. All right. So you lock in the heart. It locks in.
Okay. Has that moved anything or changed anything?
Nope, but you can actually tell you cannot move the dais again. It seems like it's locked in.
Right. Okay. I guess I'll move to the eastern one then.
All right. What about the rest of you? Are you following?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Question.
gonna move a little bit more into the room, but I'm gonna let the guy who can read this mess with
Sure.
it. Seems to have an
Question.
idea.
Does anyone try to touch the wind the wind that's flowing?
No,
It's a
Gethys is
legit
gonna
question.
Gethys is gonna kind of stay there at the front in case the doors like suddenly try and close and lock us in and kill us.
Okay.
Wise.
Nim, are you staying with Cassis or are you following them?
Following.
Cool. So, are you going for the eastern pillar? All right.
Yeah. See what it says.
You run your finger through the eastern pillar and the following riddle appears. Oh, sorry. First of all, what you see at the eastern pillar, you see a bird surrounded by flames. You see a candle, a lit candle. You see a harp. You see a rose. And you see a snake, a serpent.
Mm.
And then you read this riddle. Nope, that's not Nim saying it, but sure.
Oh no!
Hi.
Nim's
I've
possessed.
been possessed to say the riddle.
Say the riddle, Nim.
He's speaking tongues. Actually, yeah, say the riddle, Nim.
Okay. I mean, I'm relaying this after it's been read out already by Verdite because I can't read it.
Sure.
From silence I scream, in ruin I dance, my death a breath, my birth a blaze, unmade to be remade. I remember what I never was.
Oh.
What are the options?
The options are a bird surrounded by flames, a lit candle, a harp, a rose, and a serpent.
Can we get the list again? It helps me to look at it.
A bird surrounded by flames, a lit candle, a harp, a rose, and a serpent.
I think I know this one too.
I mean, if you think you know.
Verdite's going to press the thing with the bird surrounded by flame.
Okay. Twist it the dial, and then it locks in.
Okay. I'm going to sprint to the next one.
All right.
Technically, we don't know if these are actually still right. We just know that it's locking in.
Yeah.
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 Guess we'll just have to hope.
we'll lock in all four, and then it'll go and reset, and we'll have to figure out what was wrong.
Yeah.
All right. So you move to the northern pillar. All right. The symbols here are a bird of prey. Seems to be a hawk of sorts. You see the moon, a tree, a cloud, and a mountain.
Uh-oh.
And then the riddle is thusly. Chelsea, I want you to repeat what Verdite's saying.
I dwell where breath grows thin, beyond the reach of root or claw. I see what earth cannot, and vanish when the world looks up.
Kind of sounds like a mountain.
Well, where breath grows thin, be high up, beyond the reach of root or claw. So it's not on the earth.
What were the options again? Sorry.
The options are a hawk, the moon, a tree, a cloud, and a mountain.
I think I know. I have a theory.
He has a theory, guys.
Will you tell us before, and we can,
Yes.
you know.
I think it's cloud. From the options we have, I think it might be cloud. Or moon, actually, thinking about it, because vanish when the world looks up. I was worried this one was going to be more difficult when I heard the symbols.
I mean, none of those really vanish when you look up.
No.
Although, when the world looks up refers to daytime, in which case it could be the moon.
I'm happy to try moon if I can try moon if we want. I'm fine with trying that.
Moon would be the only thing that can maybe see what the Earth couldn't, because it could be on the other side of the
Right.
moon. That's probably a good guess.
Okay.
Still not sure if that second one is right, but it's too late now.
Oh, what, the eastern one?
The dance and blaze one and stuff.
Well, I think is the bird surrounded by fire not a phoenix?
Well,
Is what that was my reasoning. I was thinking, but I'm good to try moon if we want to try moon for the top one.
I think moon sounds right.
moon sounds good for the top one. I mean, once we lock it in, it's locked in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, so even if it's not Phoenix, it kind of doesn't matter. We already picked it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Bird, I
Okay.
picked it.
So you lock in the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You turn the dice, lock in moon, and it just locks in, unable to move it anymore.
I'm gonna run and get to the last one.
You get to the last one. All right. This is the western one. There we go. The symbols you see are a pair of lips that seem to be whispering, so a whisper. You see a mask, a wind spiral, a feather, and a lightning bolt. Oh, there you go. Thank you, RP. I was about to write them down. There you go.
Thank you, RB.
And you see
Just helps
RB,
me to look see it.
RB, you're gonna be, you're gonna be repeating what Verdite is telling you to say with this one.
Any minute now.
But I'm still reading it. It's fine.
Any minute.
Yeah, it takes a little bit for Verdite to read it.
Oh, I thought Cathers was reading it.
It's because it hasn't popped up yet in chat.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
that's
might
what
need-
that's what I was waiting.
Actually,
Yeah.
RB, you might need to
It's
refresh.
popped up for me.
Actually,
It's not. Oh,
I mean, I can read it if you want. It's fine.
yeah, my internet's kind of out of whack, so that might be why.
no worries.
Okay. So it says, I move without breath. I move without feet. I speak without breath. I pass through walls and wander far, yet leave no mark but shivers. I mean, does that sound like wind spiral to anybody else?
I suppose it could be the wind. I don't think the wind goes through walls, though. It'd be true that it leaves no mark but shivers, so out of all of them, it seems like the most likely.
Yeah.
For which one?
The wind spiral. I move without feet. I speak without breath. I pass through walls and wander far, yet leave no mark but shivers.
But why? Why would you do that? Why
another
would you
hero
do any
point.
of that?
Wow.
Thank you for the follow, Peachy.
I mean, none of them really seem to. Yeah, I think I'd have to kind of be wind spiral, because the speak without it sounds like it could be whisper, but the speak without breath kind of. Well, I mean, I guess a whisper. I mean, a whisper is formed by like speaking from breath, but like the whisper still makes sound, even though there's no. Whisper doesn't necessarily pass through walls either. Inspire just makes more sense because of the speaking without breath.
I'll try the wind spiral, and then if it doesn't work, we can work backwards and see where we see if anything makes any difference.
Okay.
I suggest. Well, yeah, that's. I wonder what's gonna happen when we lock the fourth one into place.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm about to push the button. Be ready. Get ready for anything.
Okay.
Hopefully, it'll just be something polite and quiet. But well, you know. And then I'll push the wind spiral key in.
I love that Kath is just leaving.
Kev's is done.
I'm not leaving. I'm just stepping away from the giant pillar that
Okay.
might rotate and blast me with air that
Yeah.
suddenly sends me flying out the door.
All
Be
right.
ready to hit the deck.
So, you lock in the wind spiral. You hear a ticking noise, and then you see lightning arcs from the center device, and more lightning. Then it shoots from one pillar to another, and it starts to spread throughout the room. Everyone is going to roll dexterity saving throws. I'm gonna roll for Chelsea.
Let's go.
Dexterity saving throw.
I think Chelsea wants to use a hero
Yeah.
point.
Let's give
Yeah.
Chelsea a hero.
Also, once
point.
again, my +8 is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yep, it is.
Just like last session.
Okay, that's acceptable for Chelsea. Cool. Anyone want to use a hero point, or is it just Chelsea?
No,
No.
I'm fine.
Okay. So, Verdite and Chelsea, at the last moment, you dodge the lightning
No.
way better than you thought you would. But Nim, your metal arbor seems to attract the lightning. Yep, and
She jumps out of the way and the lightning just bends towards her.
100%. And Ethis, you find out that that very spot you're in is where all the lightning coalesces. So, I'm going to roll damage for all of you. More dice.
All
more
of you?
dice.
Well, some of you will take half.
Yeah, some of
I
you are
rolled a
gonna
nat 20.
take- Yeah, I know, buddy.
But I did the good roll.
Oh my god, I rolled way too good. What the fuck is this?
Well,
Let's see. Okay, that is interesting. So,
I don't like the way you're talking about this.
I rolled almost max damage.
Oh, hooray!
Yay! Verdite and Chelsea. Actually, no, sorry. Kethis and Nim. You take 28 points of lightning damage, while Verdite and Chelsea take half of that.
Okay. Cool.
Hang on, 20 what? Sorry.
28, so half of that would be 14?
14.
Yes.
Ow, my temporary hit points.
Oh,
Okay,
Ow, my regular hit point.
Ow, my actual blood.
I'm tired of getting hit by lightning.
I'm back, and I failed a deck saving throw.
No, you succeeded because you used the hero point.
Oh, thank you for the hero point.
Yep.
Good going, me.
So,
I'm giving myself a
anything-
pat on the back.
Did anything change with the pillars or anything? Or
so Verdite, you dodged the lightning, and then you looked at the pillars, and the symbols reset.
Okay.
all 4 of them?
All 4 of them.
Okay.
So it looks like it's an all or nothing type deal.
Okay.
Don't know what's right.
You
Okay.
don't know which ones are right or wrong then.
I
That's
feel really good about the north and south personally. Well,
Yes, south is 100% heart.
right.
Uh,
Do you lock in the
Wait.
heart?
well, let's hold on a second.
Let's,
while we
yeah,
just
I'm
think
not gonna.
everything.
We're gonna reconvene.
Huddle up.
Huddle up.
All right, everyone's in the huddle.
Mhm.
There you go. Huddle up.
Uh,
So,
I think the south is probably good. East, it kind of sounds like a candle to me.
south heart, east.
Should we try candle instead? I mean, that's the only one that is
Yeah.
Kind of could be either of those things.
Are you locking in candle for the east?
if we're all okay with that, I mean,
Yeah.
First of all, I would like to cast Cure Wounds on Kethis,
Mhm,
please.
mhm.
um,
So, cure wounds.
We can just like leave this room, right?
You can definitely just leave the room if you want.
I need
Hey,
just one person to do it.
Yeah. What if just one of us does this?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
The rest of us can just stand outside.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so east. Okay, so east sounds like candle. The north one, if it's not moon, I think it would have to be. It'd have to be cloud. Just don't get the like when the world looks up part.
we lost someone.
Do we lose someone?
We got someone.
Yay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can now.
I think I was having in and out like issues,
Yeah.
Yeah.
connectivity.
So we have heart for south
Mm-hmm.
that you're locking in. Candle for east, apparently, as far as I understand it. And
Yep.
and for north, are you switching from moon to cloud? Is that what's happening?
I think it's moon. I think we should keep it as moon.
Yeah, moon makes sense. Hang on, I'm making us a cheat sheet.
Are you locking in moon, or are you changing to cloud? What's happening?
Stay as moon.
Yeah.
So heart, candle, moon, and the west is the final one.
Hmm.
Just 1 second.
And it was those are right? Whisper, mask, wind, spiral, feather, lightning bolt.
Whisper, mask, wind spiral, feather, lightning bolt. Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, it's definitely has to be whisper or wind spiral. I don't see how. I mean, it can't be lightning bolt. It can't be. Doesn't really seem like feather. Doesn't really sound like it would be mask. Maybe we could even have Verdite lock in the last one with his mage hand from a safe, or Chelsea from a safe distance.
Mm.
Like,
Oh, that's cute, Scott.
Hmm.
That you put it into an image. That's cute.
Yeah, just to help.
Yeah, no,
Yay.
it's good. I like it. So,
So what we underlined is the first attempts. So we're trying candle with the east one, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
so currently you have heart, candle, and moon.
Yeah. And then we just need
Mm-hmm.
the western one we need to work out.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that could be other than wind.
Yeah.
Although, so these are like,
Definitely think
it's like a dial, right?
Yes.
Can Nim so this is the west one I think that we have to figure out. Was it?
Yes. It's
Yeah, the west one is
west
the one that's left.
Can Nim go up to the thing?
I'm gonna assume Nim didn't go cross
No.
the street.
No,
Okay.
I just drank him. Can Nim go up
Aw.
to the thing?
Yes.
And can she like investigate the dial
Of course you
to
can.
see if there's like are there like any like is there like I don't know, maybe one of them has like indication of less wear over it because the dial was over it the most out of all of them or something like that?
All right. Roll me an investigation, please.
Dustin for fingerprints.
Are there any? Well, Nim does that. Is there anything in the center pillar that seems to be like any markings or additional
Okay. Nim has no
photography
idea
or
what she's
something like that?
First of all, do you want to use a hero point, Nim, or are you just sticking with the 8? You have 2 hero points.
I say go for it.
Okay, I'll use a hero point. I'll use a hero point.
Okay.
That
So that was
what?
exactly the same roll.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Nim, you're looking at a dial that is very worn out and old and dusty.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Nim's
about
like-
it.
I'll handle this. I don't know what I'm looking at.
I'm just gonna go back to standing by the entrance so she doesn't get zapped.
Kathis, you're saying you're looking at the center console. Center console seems to
Yeah.
have openings that are facing each of the dials, but all of them seem to be closed. And then at the top, where the lightning was generated, it has several
Or else there's no
openings.
like additional like photography or things like that. There's like no like more pictures or like words or stuff like that. Like there's not that I'd expect
From a glance, you don't see anything, but
this,
you can roll an
but Kath's
investigation.
making sure there's not a picture of a candle somewhere or yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah.
I'll try. Just see if
I love that the 2 people with the lowest intelligence are doing these rolls.
yeah, nope.
So, Kathis,
Sorry, did you just say
This
that
is certainly a
low
room.
intelligence? Excuse me?
what was that? I'm sorry, what?
Whatever.
Whatever.
But Kethis is not offended by that.
Oh.
He knows it's true.
I forgot to ask you. Actually, I asked you, but you didn't give me an answer. Verdite, did you end up attuning to the
security stone.
security stone? Or did you
I feel
not
like-
try it?
I feel like he would have, but I don't think I didn't really get a chance to say that I did it. But I feel like he would have if he'd
All right,
gotten.
I can say you did. So, I'm giving it to you, and I'm attuning it to you.
Hmm.
Which your intelligence is now 19, my friend.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
The moment you attune to it, you just felt smarter.
Oh, that's a good thing. I was like, wait, what was my intelligence before? Oh God, no.
It was like
Okay.
12 or something.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
You got orders of magnitude smarter after attuning to this thing.
Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
Oh. Oh, I see. I see. High authority gem. I see. Hmm.
I assume you haven't told anyone. You're just keeping that knowledge to yourself.
Yeah, not well. It didn't come up in conversation.
Of
So.
course, yes. And you're too smart to.
If someone's character dies, then we make an Eldritch Knight or an Arcane Trickster. We deal Verdites.
So anyway, the Western one. What are you going with?
Hmm.
I mean, it's hard because it's just speaking out of character. It sounds very much like you could be an Echo, but the Echo wasn't one of the options for the West one. It was an option for the South. It's just like,
Who knows? Maybe the riddles aren't for that pillar in particular.
I'd just be mean.
That would be too mean. I'm sorry.
The chill that ran through my spine then, hearing that.
God, you can unclench now.
Jeez.
So, what's the Western one, guys? Whisper, Mask, Wind Spiral, Feather, and Lightning Bolt. You went with Wind Spiral.
I mean, we could try and just leave it as Wind Spiral again, and that means essentially the only one we changed was the east one to Candle, right?
I still
Yeah.
think
So we left
West might be
North as main.
Whisper.
You think West might be Whisper?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I'll step out of the room while you test what you got.
Did that cure wounds didn't go through? Did it? Hang on. Let me do that for real.
I find it just so you know, your cure wounds, because you cast it at 3rd level, it's always gonna be 68.
Jesus. Okay.
All ones.
I mean, I can see that.
Okay, Kathis, you got 32 health back.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Back up to max.
Freaking clerics.
Or no, not yet. Or maybe not quite yet. Hold on. It's not.
No,
I
it's
think
back up.
not
Back up
updating. Oh yeah, okay. It makes.
it is
It just.
back up to max.
I think I need to reload my ping.
I'll do it for you. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, my internet's being like legitimately horrible.
It's okay, buddy. So, again, question. Which one are you locking in? And who's staying behind to do it?
I don't mind staying behind to do it because I've been.
Verdite,
Oh,
you
Mimi's
do that
already,
like
like,
extra health
yeah.
for skill, right?
Yes.
You should do that before you do the thing.
Yeah, that's true. It got zapped away a second
There you
ago.
go.
Yeah, I would say either
Yeah.
Verdite just because he has the extra health and stuff like that and wasn't hurt at the time, or Kethis just because now that Kethis is at full health. I have a +8 to my dex save. I just rolled a 3 last time. But we're gonna take damage regardless anyway, so yeah, maybe Verdite is good candidate just because he has the constantly refueling temp hit points.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
And he might be able to mage hand and stay at safe
Yeah.
distance.
Actually, I will say with Mage Hand, it does not work. It's too heavy for Mage Hand to turn it.
Okay.
You actually
Okay.
have to put your shoulders into it to turn the dial.
That's fine. Right.
So again,
So
I need the final answer.
Whisper sounds more riddle answer-ish than just the wind, but I don't know. Especially with the speaking portion. I mean, even though it's weird speaking without breath. I mean,
But like whispers are sometimes said to be breathless.
Hmm.
They're also sometimes careless.
That's what I keep thinking that.
God damn it, Seth.
I've got no rhythm. Those guilty feet. Right.
Are you locking in
Hmm.
Whisper then?
Do we want to try whisper? I don't mind.
yeah, let's just-
If we're gonna put changing 2 for this try,
the issue is that since we don't know, we can't. I mean, it's possible that none of them were right the first time, and that's why none of them locked into place. And so maybe it's not you have to get all or nothing, but maybe like we're just dead wrong about the bottom one being heart. So maybe changing 2 would be a good idea because it's more likely that if it does lock in place after being right. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
No, I don't think that. Right.
I think the fact that they lock into place once you've clicked one in.
Well, that just
Probably-
guarantees that just. I'm saying lock into place means that you have to use that as an answer, but it's possible that once the whole lightning show happens, that if one of them was right, that it would stay locked into place or it'd stay in point. And so instead of like a all or nothing, it's just we just happen to get all 4 wrong to begin with. Is what I'm saying. And so if we change 2, then that's like a possibility, like a more likelihood that. I mean, maybe if that's just the assumption. It just might be a all or nothing regardless.
Hmm.
Oh, I need a final decision.
Shall we try whisper then? I guess.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it when Kethis is.
So this is the current
Kethis, are you
setup.
relocating?
Heart, Candle, Whisper, and Moon. I'm gonna say everyone leaves while you're still in the
Whisper,
chamber.
but whisper doesn't make sense because it says I speak without breath,
Hmm.
and a whisper, you need to breathe.
And wind is a breath of wind. I think none. I'm not sure any of them.
Well, maybe
I think we
wind
could
was right.
rationalize it for any of it.
It was the other one that was wrong. Maybe it was the fire one.
Hmm.
You know.
I'll say this: if Nim feels that passionately about it being wind instead of breath, then Kethis won't object.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't think it's whisper because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I don't think wind makes sense either, but
Well, we'll have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, I
which
will.
is why I said
will,
that Kethis wouldn't argue about it.
I
so.
will settle this by electrocuting myself.
Okay, Verdite.
But with we're keeping wind though, right?
Oh, you're keeping wind. Okay.
I think so.
And the rest of us left the room.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone left the room.
I
Yes.
wait until everybody's well clear.
There you
Is there anything on the outside that looks like it's depicting pictures or a kind of...
I want everyone but Verdite to roll the dexterity. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So, Verdite, you lock it in. Wind, moon, candle, heart. Lightning
Okay, but
begins-
if this one doesn't work, try it with Whisper.
Will do.
lightning begins to generate, I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw as it just spreads throughout the room. Oh, that's unfortunate. Do you wanna re-roll that? There's 2 hero points.
Yeah, I'd like to hero point that, please.
Okay.
I don't think anyone will begrudge me using that. Oof, that's better.
Damn.
Much
Okay.
better.
That's better.
So you do not take full damage.
That's good.
So you take 18 points of lightning damage, halved because I didn't roll. Last time I rolled nearly max damage. You take 18 halved, so that would be 9 points of. You still have your freaking temporary hit point.
Yeah, I've got 2 hit points.
But he can refresh it.
Then you can literally just refresh it. I'm just gonna not even take it off of you. You just pop your false life again.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for like really high damage and for you to fail. It's
What
fine.
do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, you nearly got me last week because
I
there was
know.
no way I could have rolled out of that. But luckily,
Yeah.
Kethis is a literal hero. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding though. All right, so they reset. But since you passed the saving throw, I'm gonna allow you to do something. Verdite, roll in. This would be perception. Yes, this
I'm
would be
good at that.
perception. Roll a perception.
I said it out loud though, so now it's not going to be good. Oh, it's still quite
It's
good.
19. All right, cool. So, you notice something. As you're dodging the lightning, you notice that the dials are unlocking and putting themselves into place. And you notice that 2 of them, actually, sorry, no, 3 of them are slower than one of the others. It seems like the eastern one is slower. Actually, no. I'm sorry. 2 of them. The eastern and western ones are slower.
Right.
So
Does that mean they're wrong, or does that mean they're right?
everyone can head back into the room.
Yippee!
Relay this information to the party.
So if we feel most confident about Heart and the south,
Okay,
I
then.
would-
Set the east one to the Firebird. Set the west one to Whisper. Try it again. Well, set it
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
We do this again. Wait, well, I'll let everybody get out of the way, and then I'll do it again.
And now make sure for Verde. I don't know if it'll help him with his check, but like he only needs to be watching the east and the west because those are the only ones we changed. See
Yeah.
if they go slower or not.
All right. Oh, damn. Don't need to zoom into Verdite.
Hello.
She's very pretty, but come on.
Hello, it's me.
All right. So, Verdite. Heart, Firebird, Whisper, and the Moon. You lock them in, and suddenly you don't have to do a saving throw.
Let's go.
Lightning,
Because you are dead.
because you are dead. Yes. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to make a new character. And thank you for
Cool.
playing, though. Thank you for playing.
I'll see you next week, guys. I'll have some rolled up in time. Yeah.
No, Verdite.
But yes, Verdite. Suddenly, you see the wind transfer over
I wanted.
from these pillars into the one at the center. You see them opening up at the center. And when that happens, you see over here a path begins to open. You almost hear the
Gonna shout to the others. I'm not dead. It worked. It worked this time.
Yippee!
Can you imagine them like jumping and clicking her heels?
Okay. Well,
Told you it was Whisper.
well,
You
I
did.
think that it's wrong. I don't care.
These people are old and wrong.
Puzzle
Yeah.
said it was right.
Well, they're silly.
Hey, because of Verdite's weird magic thing, he didn't get hurt a second time, so it's all good.
It's win-win.
But also Chelsea and I were totally right, and got this all out of fist bump to Chelsea.
Yay.
So, you do have an opening. Do you go through that passage?
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you head into that passage, you go through a very small, tiny corridor and into another chamber. This one has a door that you open. And oh my god, I didn't put you on the map. That doesn't make sense.
No.
That
We're in
doesn't
the
make-
void.
You're in the void.
How terrible.
I just avoided the void last week. I can't go in it again.
And activate. Here is what you see. In this chamber, you see multiple stone slabs, very similar to the ones that made up beds in the opening area of the temple. And then you see in the corner a truly weird and bizarre sight. You see an almost translucent figure floating in the air.
Mm.
It's a feminine figure. She seems to be curled up. You hear sobbing coming from her. And you see, coming from her chest, there are chains that connect to the center of the room, where an equally translucent crystal that seems to resemble the crystal representing the Skyheart from before seems to sit.
Like the Skyheart?
Yeah. So there's a symbol that usually is used to represent the Skyheart, which is a floating crystal. It's a design that is basically has been passed down for as long as the story of the Skyheart has been around.
If I go through the door, will I see this?
Actually, there's no representation on screen of the symbol, but just believe me, there is a symbol.
Well, it's in the room.
Yeah.
I can't see the room.
Oh, you can't see the room?
No.
Can nobody see the room?
I can't see the room, but I think that's because I'm behind a wall.
I can see it,
I
but
can see part of the room. I can see.
I can see it because I'm
Oops! I
inside.
closed the door.
Oh, no, I can see. Yeah. I think I was behind a wall.
Oh, there we go. Oh, is he
I could see like
I was being dumb. Ignore me.
I could see like part of the room because I was behind
yeah.
a wall.
Whatever. The other people couldn't see, so it's fine. Whatever. So where's the crystal?
The crystal would be floating up in the air
Okay.
in the middle of the room.
And then chained in the corner is this figure.
The chains go from the crystal towards this figure's chest. You hear crying, and then as you step into the room and look at the figure, you start to see images floating in the air in different places across the room. You see 8 little windows that appear to be playing images, almost like a movie, in each of them.
Mm.
There's 8 of them.
What are the images?
What was that?
What are the images?
So all of the images, every single window, for lack of a better term, has different images, different, basically like a different video is playing. The figure crying in the corner seems to be in all, or at least most of them, but it doesn't seem to be translucent and gaunt and, you know, ethereal. Seems to be flesh and blood.
Nim is gonna nudge Verdite. Hey, can you, like, kill me too in case this thing tries to kill us?
Yeah, come here. I'm gonna like gesture for her to crouch down.
Nim does.
Just that I puts a hand on both sides of it. Excuse me. Puts a hand on both sides of her face and casts Cure Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Fa-chow.
Imagine him like spitting in his hands. Let's do this. Is that 40? Did you just heal her for 42 HP?
I sure did.
42?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I
He's
am
also
the
out of spell
ship's-
slots now.
I'm also out of spell slots, but I am the ship's doctor, damn it. And I'm gonna do my job.
Damn.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just full health now.
You are. You definitely fucking are.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah. So, what do you do? Do you look at the videos? Do you approach the figure? What do you appear to? What do you
I'm
wish
gonna
to
look
do?
at one of the videos.
Okay.
Nim is interested in the pretty ghost lady.
Okay.
I was about to say Nim. Nim.
I mean, it is a pretty ghost lady, though.
Excuse me?
The crying stops for a moment as the head jerks up, and she turns to look at you. Oh, hello. You see her voice
Hi.
is almost doubled. It's almost like it's fading part of it.
Hi, are you okay?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just... I don't know. She's looking at her hands.
I'm Nim. What's your name?
You see that she takes a moment trying to think. Lurian. I'm Lurian.
It's nice to meet you. What are you doing here, Lurian? If you don't mind me asking.
I
Just curious.
failed.
Failed what?
She just seems kind of stuck in her memory. She doesn't
Hello?
actually reply. But then you say hello and what? Oh, I'm sorry. It's hard to focus.
Right. It looks like you're, chained to that, and then points up at the big crystal.
She looks at it, and then you see her eyes just shift around as if she doesn't see anything. I don't see anything.
Do you know what the Skyheart is?
Yes, of course. I'm an apprentice of the Skybinders. It's almost like the memories are slowly entering, but in fragments. We're keepers.
Keepers of what?
The heart of the sky.
Oh. Well, I haven't seen any others around here. Are you the only one left?
Yes, I was not worthy.
Worthy of what?
You see, she seems lost to her thoughts again.
Okay.
Then she looks at you, Nim, and goes, "You have interesting." And she floats towards you.
Aye.
Interesting ears. As she reaches out to your ears, you do notice she's elf-like. She looks like an elf, but her ears are not really big like yours.
Yes. They round?
They're round, yes.
What?
Yes.
Yours? But where are the... They're small.
Yes. I like yours.
Most people have ears like this. I mean, apart from, like, the Dragonborn, but, like,
Her eyes seem vacant again, as if locked into a memory again.
well, my ears are like this because I'm an elf. Have you ever seen an elf before?
Elf?
Yeah.
Like in the stories?
What do you mean, story?
In the storybooks. For
What
children.
storybooks?
And then she just zones out again.
Hmm. Hmm.
You're humming and she's just ignoring you completely.
Mm.
Just floating there.
Well,
You see her turn away from you, reach towards the wall, and places her hands to the wall, almost as if trying to leave. But even though she's not physical, She doesn't seem to be able to push through.
See, I told you the wind couldn't go through walls.
Nim's
That's a
gonna
good
stab
one.
Chelsea one day.
Um, can Nim go towards the like various windows showing these scenes?
Of course.
She's just gonna go to one at random.
Okay, so she goes to one at random. You see the one closest to the door, furthest away from where she was. The mist seems to swirl, as in. And within you see a young girl, no older than 13. Elf-like, but with rounded ears and thick eyebrows. She stands before a regal woman clad in pale robes. The girl bows deeply, and the woman asks, "What is the thirst truth of the wind?" The girl replies that it moves through all things, even doubt. The woman smiles, and the memory fades and then resets.
Nim's gonna look at the next one.
Alright. The next one, you see a storm that rages beyond a stained glass window. You see Lurian, older, hunched over an arcane diagram. You see her drawing lines of wind converging into a spiral, then twisting chaotically. She hesitates, her quill trembles, and she scowls. "This isn't right," she whispers. "I don't know how to fix it." She crumbles the parchment and hides it beneath a book as footsteps approach her, and the memory resets.
Next one.
A long stone table, set for dozens, stretches into the fog. Lurian sits alone at its center, eating in silence. The wind howls faintly in the background. Her eyes drift towards the head of the table, to an empty chair for a high-ranking individual. And then she whispers, "I can't lead them. I'm not ready."
Next one.
Sunlight breaks through a temple arch. Lurian is dancing barefoot in a quiet courtyard, spinning and laughing as petals swirl around her. You see another acolyte watching her, clapping along in a rhythm. Lurian looks so free and alive in this one. Then the other acolyte says, "You'll be a great skybinder one day." Lurian smiles, but then looks away, and the memory resets.
Next one.
Candles flicker in an ancient hall. The priestess and several skybinders chant around a glowing map of the sky. Lurian stands behind them, outside of the circle. "Not yet," the priestess says gently. "Next time." Lurian nods, smiling, But then, as they turn away, her face crumbles in disappointment.
Next.
The temple shakes violently. Books fall from the shelves. Wind roars through the halls. Skybinders shout, rushing to perform a ritual. Lurian stands frozen at the threshold of a chamber, eyes wide. A blast of light fills the room, and then silence. Memory resets. Two more.
Next one.
Dust gathers over a motionless Lurian, sitting cross-legged in an ancient chamber. Time moves around her, wind passes through, light shifts and fades. She is alone, forgotten. Did they even try to come back for me? She says into the silence. The memory resets. And then the last one. Sorry. A flicker of blue light reveals Lurian kneeling before a cracked mirror. Her reflection is not her own. It's older, tired, weary. She says, I wasn't enough, not brave enough, not ready. And now I'm just a ghost clinging to a failure. And she looks up and whispers, please let me go, as the memory resets.
Is that all of them or is there one more?
That's all of them.
Were the others watching with Nim, or was Nim just going around on her own?
Yeah.
I would assume they had popcorn.
All
while
right,
watching.
Nim. I need you to repeat all of that word for word. Nah, we're watching that too.
Okay.
You tried some sort of ritual? What?
Are you asking Lurian this?
Yeah.
She goes, the ritual.
What was it for?
To become one with the storm. To join the heart.
Hmm. And the heart is like a big kind of crystal.
It's the center of the sky. Its beating heart. Its life.
Hmm. Nim's gonna kind of look over the others, just sort of whisper, but she's pretty sure this spirit thing can probably hear anyway. Do we have any way of, like, I don't know, exercising her? She seems kind of like she doesn't want to be stuck here.
It seems like she's tethered to the crystal in the middle of the room, right?
Right.
Why would she be trapped in a room full of images? Do you think her being linked to the crystal in the middle is what's showing the images? Do you think if one of us was linked to it, it would show something else? I'm not saying we should, I'm just theorizing.
She seems to have memory-related issues, and the images are like memories of hers. So she's
Yeah.
probably like being pulled apart or is shattered and connected to the crystal. So we probably need to like put her back together. That's just my puzzle solver intuition. I don't know how, but that feels like the thing to do.
Why, I think she's a person and not a puzzle. Oh, I mean, I guess she's like a ghost now, but you know what?
People can be puzzled, let me tell you that.
Well, then we can view it as solving a puzzle to help a person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, well, I mean...
The puzzle is how do we unbind her from the crystal without destroying her?
Oh, yeah.
Do I have anything for this?
I will say this: while she's moving around, you notice something. When she moves a bit too close to one of these stone slabs, the chain actually touches the slab. She passes right through them, but the chain touches it, slides
chain
across it.
Chain's tangible.
Is there anything on these slabs?
Nope. They seem to be merely places for people to sleep in a long time ago.
The beds?
Yes, ancient beds without the bedding.
Huh. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know.
Can I try to touch one of the windows?
Sure. You touch one of the windows and your hand just phases through them.
Okay.
It distorts the image where your hand is touching, but then you pull it back and it returns to normal.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna
why?
stick my head through it.
Why would you do that? Why would you
That's
do anything?
That's smart. You stick your head through the weird, floating, ghostly image, and it distorts, and you just see the other side. You see Kethis on the other side.
Okay. It's not like a portal thing. Got it. And we can't really, like, touch it.
Wait, what do you mean you see Kethis on the other
How
side?
many chains are there?
Nim, she puts her head through it, but it's basically not there. So she just sees Kethis. Because Kethis is next to her.
Oh, I thought the windows were like in the walls.
Oh, no. They're floating around in the middle of the...
Oh, okay.
How many chains are there?
Okay.
As Chelsea asked.
There's only one chain.
Okay. How long is it?
And
Is
how?
the chain like interacting with the windows at all?
And not the windows, but with the stones.
The chain's physical.
The chain seems to be physical.
And how?
Yeah.
Can
Is there
I
this-
try to pick up the chain and put it on one of and like touch it to one of the windows?
Okay. You can try to reach out for the chain. She's moving around, but you can try to touch it.
Was there one memory per each of the windows, or like?
Yes, the windows are the memories.
Right. And did they seem to be? Maybe she has to go through them chronologically to try and like maybe we have to get her to walk through the windows, like piece them together, but walk through like in order.
Let me just say, Chelsea, you grab the chain and you kind of pull it, even though she's moving away from you, it seems like there's more chain forming. Like it grows and shrinks depending on how far she is. And when you push the chain towards one of the images, nothing happens.
Okay.
Well, I will say this. We can leave this for next time because it is.
So it is.
It is.
It's that time.
Time flies when you're
It's that time
solving
again.
riddles. But yeah, so we can leave this for next time. You can think about this throughout the week if you want, and we can try to see what we can do next session.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I am going to find someone to raid.
Uh-huh.
It's time for that classic part of a puzzle. Shove everything up against each other until something works.
Mhm.
I mean,
I'm gonna
pretty
hop
much.
off. Bye, guys.
Fire
Goodbye,
beam.
guys.
Bye.
Love you,
Bye.
bro. Love you, bro.
Bye.
Sanji Schwan is here.
One of them is responsible for my.
Oh, sorry.
I will also head off and be
Bye, Osho. Go to your
Bye-bye,
Thank you for
Shio.
having me.
Farewell, Shio.
farewell, Shio. Fare thee, Shio. Fare thee well, Shio. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be smart. Anyway,
we'll workshop it.
good job on the riddle.
Yeah,
Good
good
job. And next session, we'll try to figure out what this whole riddle is. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Love you all. I'm gonna go. It's raid, or sub raid. Sanji Schwan is we've rated her before. She plays D&D, and it's an awesome channel. So give her a follow. Also give Scott, Sev, and Oshio follows. They're awesome.
I might get back to streaming eventually.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, hell yeah.
We'll see. I've not had any bad reaction to the new antidepressant yet.
That's good. That's good news. All right. So, goodbye, everyone. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.